Villa quietly rolling. All right, YouTube's about to start. Hello. How's it going? Hi, everybody. How are you doing? Happy Tuesday evening. For me, at least. For some of you, it's probably Wednesday morning. But yeah, we're here doing a weekly footy chat. I haven't done one of these in a couple of weeks. So we got to get back to it, okay? I am live on TikTok. Hello, Jaden. Hello, Emmy. And live on YouTube where Hassam is there. Hello, Hassam, and Warrior so far. So, yeah, we're just here to chat Prem, Champions League, hang out for about an hour or so. It should be fun. But I support Manchester United. My brain wasn't working. Happy for you if you're selling Anthony. Me too. That literally made my day today. I can't lie. Knowing that Anthony could be on his way out in January gives me so much joy. Gives me so much joy, you know? But let us get into the Premier League and the results that we had over the weekend. I remember when you said I was stupid for thinking, oh, we're going to lose. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? All right, let's look at these results here. Let's look at them. All right, so getting into the Prem matches. I'm starting for Arsenal this week due to injuries. Oh, geez. Do you think Trent Alexander-Arnold is going to leave? Probably. He should. That's just my opinion, though. All right, let's get into these. Yes. Congratulations, Hassam. You got another W. Yes, you did. Let's start on Saturday, though. After international break, okay, things got kicked off with Spurs versus West Ham. And I have to say, you know, got a little Spursy there at the beginning of the match for Tottenham. But West Ham, but they pulled it off, not West Ham. West Ham kind of laid an egg, honestly, let's be real. And Spurs ended up doing what they needed to do, okay? The only problem with Spurs is they can't really stay consistent. So we'll see if this momentum carries through to the rest of the season. Okay, and then we have one sec. Go back to the screen. We have Fulham versus Aston Villa, and Aston Villa came up with a 3-1 win versus Fulham. And I have to say, okay, Aston Villa, don't sleep on them. Don't sleep on Aston Villa because they also are currently undefeated in the Champions League and that they're at the top. So they're at the top of their group. It's crazy. So Aston Villa cooking. You know, they haven't been consistent. They didn't play too well versus us, but I'll take that. You know, I will take that. Yeah, they're cooking for sure. Thanks, Warrior. I need Sackton, Hagen, Cumming, Van Nistelrooy. We'll see. Yeah, so Villa, they're doing their thing. And I love that they're quiet. Like, this is how I would want my team to move. Unfortunately, I don't think that would ever be the case because, you know, we're Manchester United. You can't ever just move in silence because you're such a huge club. But I would just want us every single week to be consistently doing what we need to do and moving on. And that's what Villa is doing for the most part. They haven't been super consistent Premier League-wise, but they're doing it. And then, of course, we had Man United versus Brentford. And, yeah. It got scary there at halftime, I will say. United is 10th, I believe, right now, if I can remember correctly. That goal before halftime with De Ligt coming off was crazy. I think the craziest part about it was our medical staff. I did lose it. What were they doing? Put a headband on the dude and then fix him up at halftime. The fact that he had to keep coming on and off the pitch was so annoying. Regardless, though, Garnacho and Højlund did end up scoring in the second half to help us get the win, but it got scary there for a sec, I can't lie. It was just nice to get 3 points for us as a club, so Yeah, but man, it's scary. It's scary. And then Brighton beats Newcastle. Nottingham. Brighton beats Newcastle. Is this going to load? And I just wanted to comment on this game because I feel like Danny Welbeck is having such a phenomenal year for him, and I'm honestly very happy for him. I think he's doing really well with Brighton this season, and he is the one who got the goal at the 35th minute to give them the win over Newcastle. And again, I think uncomfortable conversations need to be had for Eddie Howe because he gets so much hype and talk. He did, yeah, but he usually does. Eddie Howe gets a lot of talk and praise, and rightfully so. But at the same time, it's like, what are Newcastle really doing? You know, last year, granted, they had a lot going against them with the Tonali incident and then injuries and stuff. Like last year was an anomaly, I think, in some regard. But at the same time, like I just feel like this year, I don't know. He did call it. He definitely did call it. And that's why I think Steve is he's just, I don't know. I just really, whenever Steve says something, I usually tend to listen. So better than United with less talent. I don't want to go that far. I don't go that far. But they have a better coach, though. Eddie Howe's better than Ten Hag. Let's be real. Like I have to acknowledge that. You know, Eddie Howe is still better than Ten Hag. But I don't know. I feel like we've been hyping up Newcastle. Well, I shouldn't say we, because not all of us have, but I definitely have been a little bit more lenient on Newcastle and Eddie Howe, more than others, which I think I need to think about more because I don't know why. I don't know why that is. Because it's not like they've really done anything, you know? But what do I know? And then we had a pretty thrilling match between Southampton and Leicester. Yeah, we'll get into Champions League in a second, but Leicester ends up winning 3-2. And it was just a fun match. Vardy scored as well, which was always great to see. Vardy getting some points. And weren't they pushing relegation before Howe? Newcastle? I think so. Listen, I'm not saying Eddie Howe's a bad manager. I'm just saying, like, he doesn't get as much criticism as other managers, which I think is interesting. Just something to think about, you know? Because he's done a lot of good things at Newcastle, but I don't know. I don't think Newcastle's getting relegated. Hi, Alex. But it's just something to think about because you know they've been having kind of a rough year so far. So I'm American, if that's what you're asking. But yeah, we'll look at the table. Big up, Philip. Big up. I hope you're doing well. All right, let's go out of this one. It just dropped my phone. And then we have my favorite game of the weekend, outside of United's, of course. Bournemouth versus Arsenal. And if you would have told me Bournemouth was going to be Arsenal 2-0, I would have laughed in your face. But I think, again, Arsenal fans are realizing the team just doesn't have what it takes to get it done. And granted, they did play without Odegaard, and I believe Saka. So, yeah. I lost my train of thought. Sorry. I got a work email and it just threw me off. But seeing Sunshine ain't ready for Jose. Oh my gosh. Yeah. We're gonna talk about Fenerbahce, but yeah. Seeing Arsenal struggle versus Bournemouth like this, it's a huge difference. It's a huge difference to have no Saka and no Odegaard. But still, I can't give Arsenal that break because not all Arsenal fans, because there's some very level-headed ones, shockingly, But I will say that the delusional ones outweigh the level-headed ones. They just think the world of this team. They think the world. They think they're going to just win the Champions League and win the Prem and all of this stuff. But their bench is abhorrent. Like, Arsenal's depth is terrible when it comes to, bringing on quality onto the pitch that they need if they want to win, And so I just, I don't know. It's very interesting. It's very interesting to, again, see the same trends that we've continually seen with Arsenal so many seasons, right? They're so confident. They start off well. They have so much optimism. And then you start to see the pieces fall into place where they fall apart. And the injuries aren't helping. And Calafiore, he got hurt in the match today for the Champions League match. So it's another injury potentially coming up. I don't think it's as bad as people were suspecting. I haven't heard anything, so I could be speaking ignorantly. But yeah, it's a low point in their season. And when you're coming up against Pep Guardiola and Man City, you cannot have these mistakes. And this is where I'm really side-eyeing Liverpool at this point, and we'll get into that a little bit later, on how they are going to capitalize on these moments where they have to get the W and the 3 points, because Man City will. Like, every point literally matters when it comes to playing in a league with Pep Guardiola and Man City. And that's just the way it is, 3 CDMs and 4 center backs against Bournemouth. Yeah, big up, AK. I hope you're doing well. But 115. Well, and that's the other thing too. AK brings up a good point. He is a little bit biased though, because he is a City fan, but Arsenal fans are also making excuses with referees, Why would you want to be loser twice though, Daddy Gooner? Why? I don't watch the MLS. Clipper couldn't be asked. I don't even know how those playoffs are looking. De Bruyne, once he comes back, it's over for us, Liverpool. They always win when he returns. We'll see. I don't know. I feel like this Liverpool team feels different, and that could be me being naive. But I feel like this Liverpool team has a little more bite to them than with Klopp. And maybe that's new manager bounce. Maybe that's me just being naive. But Slot's giving them something that I didn't see last year. There's an edge to them that wasn't there. I don't know. We're just talking football. Best in the last 20 years. Yeah, can anyone win against? Hey, anyone can win against anyone in the Prem. Exactly. But you have to be the club that makes the least amount of mistakes, right? So you have to be the club, basically, to win the Prem. You got to be close to perfect at this point, which is so not fair, but that's just the way it is right now when you have Pep Guardiola as a manager on a team that's well run, with a club that's well run, and that's just the name of the game. And you have to be able to dot your I's and cross your T's, Hi, Aaron. Hi, dear. Yes, cherries in the chat for sure. Cherries in the chat. But yeah, so we hate the easy way. Your prediction on Barca versus Bayern? Oh, I don't even know. I genuinely feel like Barca should win. Who's at home? I guess is the question. We can look at those a little bit later. All right, let's get into Sunday. Excuse me. Up here. We had Wolves versus Man City. And I think the thing that's so frustrating with Zero says, don't get me started about Barca. Sorry, someone on TikTok brought it up. Barca's at home? Okay. Yeah, John Stones, obviously. For me, though, they concede goals so quickly. It's weird. I don't understand why Man City likes to concede goals like that. all the time against teams they have no business conceding goals against. And they're early too. And whenever a team scores that early on Man City, I know they're losing. Which is so sucky to say, but it's the truth. Okay? I also want to talk about the fact that Gardeval's goal was class. And I think that he's definitely underappreciated and, you know, a key part of Man City right now with the people who aren't on the pitch currently. I think what he's done and been able to do in clutch moments has been, you know, you can't ask for more than that from somebody to step up and get you goals when you have some of your best players on the bench, you know? Hello, Andy. It's a Stanley Cup. It's not a Yeti. I became a basic girl a couple months ago and I got one, but I only have one. They're expensive. I don't understand how people have like a cupboard full. That's so much money. And then of course, John Stones. I would pick Gardeval and John Stones in the same category because John Stones has done the same exact thing, right? Like how many matches? I think it's been 2 or 3 that John Stones has won for the club in the very last seconds. KDB's back in training, so is Lenny Euro. I know you didn't ask, but I don't care. Hi, Clement. Long time no talk. I hope you're doing well. Hi, Jordan. Hi, everybody. Everyone's showing up. I appreciate you guys. Well, Santi. Why'd you change your name? Sorry, I don't know what's wrong with my voice. I gotta keep drinking water. I'm not used to, I guess, talking so much recently. Yeah, Clement, it's going to be rough. We'll see also how Calafiori's injury is. Hello. How are you, Torsten? How are you? All right, and then we get into another pretty fun game. I mean, I had fun watching it. Was Liverpool-Chelsea. And yeah, Liverpool just showed to me that they are in form. And I would also say Chelsea showed me that they are on their way to that. Obviously, I think Chelsea didn't capitalize on some chances that Liverpool gave them, but Chelsea's still young, and I think they make silly mistakes sometimes. Chelsea desperately need a goalkeeper. There are also some other positions that Chelsea need upgrades in, but they're on the right track. And I'm so impressed with Maresca so far. Again, new manager bounce. We'll have to see how the rest of the season goes. But so far, Chelsea definitely could be doing something next season for sure. Not happy with our performance today. Liverpool are title contenders for me. Absolutely. And Ake, that's great news. I don't like seeing players get hurt, you know? We are in our form, sunshine. Yeah, no, I agree. And Jordan, I would love to get your thoughts because you could just put them in the chat if you want. But I was saying earlier how I feel like Arne Slot's just giving them a tap. Thanks for sharing the live. Like a bite and an edge to the players that they didn't have under Klopp last season. You know, I'm not saying that Klopp didn't get the best of the players or anything like that. I'm just saying, like, I think you could tell Klopp was just done. Whereas Arne Slot's in it, he's trying to prove himself. He's creating his system. He's trying to get these players to buy in. And I think some of them are, genuinely. Also, Jota did go off with a potential injury. Have there been any updates on that? That's huge. I know he's more often susceptible to injuries. And so I'd be curious to see if that's serious, if he's going to be out for a couple of weeks. I haven't heard anything about that. So that's also a key part, or I guess just a key point to make when it comes to Liverpool's progression before the new year. Because, you know, Jota is a huge part of their success as well. They're saying that the injury to Calafiori isn't looking good, but it's early to have to wait on a scan to know extent of injury. Got you. I don't know how long he's out. He says, touch up the like button. That sounds crazy. And subscribe, but thank you. Best description by you. Liverpool now has a different edge. I think so, Big Daddy Gunner. I think so. I think so, AK City Pool. But it's so early at the same time, like anything could happen. Because if I'm not mistaken, when did Arsenal go to Dubai? Because for me, it was pretty much City Pool until the beginning of this season, this last year. Like January, February, when Liverpool just tanked. You know? And then I was like, Liverpool ain't winning the Prem. They just fell apart. But this time last season, and then Arsenal wasn't really in the conversation to me, but after they came back from that Dubai thing, they went ham. They went crazy. In January? Okay. Sorry, I don't know what's I don't know what's going on. No timber either. Okay. Arne Slot is a tactical G, as well as Chelsea played. I don't think that Liverpool were that great. Per the day, they were in second gear. However, from a tactical perspective, Slot outclassed Maresca. Yeah, I think I would agree. I would also say that substitutions as well maybe weren't the best for Maresca also. It was a good learning game. And the crazy thing about it, Prime, is like, even though it wasn't tactically the best game, you guys were still in it, you know? So if I was a Chelsea fan, I would definitely take some positives from this. Of course, you want to win, and I would hate to lose, but there's a lot of good coming out of Chelsea Football Club right now, in my humble opinion. Oh, get that sub then, Jordan. Bye. Big Daddy Gooder, thanks for hanging out. Also, massive praise to Curtis Jones. He man-marked Cole Palmer. It reminded me of Andre Herrera's man-marking job on Eden Hazard. Yeah, Curtis Jones had a great game, for sure. Liverpool kind of surprised me this game since Liverpool played a bit deep. Yeah, I mean, I think Slot just proving that he's willing to do whatever it takes to get the W. We play on Sunday because we have a Europa League game on Thursday. Hello, DZ. How are you? As I think Chelsea played. We got Sparta Prague at home tomorrow. Yes, you do. Fred and Armor Bar. Don't do this to me. Don't say such things. All right, and then we ended the Prem with Nottingham Forest versus Crystal Palace. And Warrior, if you're still here, of course, it's Chris Wood, right? I can't stand this man. And it's nothing personal. Like, I just don't like Chris Wood. And I think it's because when they played, he'll do so well. And then in a game that Nottingham Forest must win, like for last year, I really wanted Nottingham Forest to beat City so Arsenal could have a chance to win the Prem. Chris Wood had a stinker, and there were goals he should have made that he didn't. And yeah, he haunts me in my sleep. So I don't think the refs are getting worse. They're just bad. So it's basically you have to go into games now as a Premier League team thinking you're playing against 12 men, and the 12th man is the ref. That is what it is. Is it fair? No. Is it right? No. Especially in a league with this much money, refs should be top quality. You should not go into a match thinking the ref is going to screw me over. Period. Especially at this level. Especially with how much money is in this club, in these good clubs, in this league, all of that. But unfortunately, that's the way it is. So if I'm a manager of a Prem team, I'm automatically assuming we're down 1. But that's just an athlete thing, because there were some games and some teams you would play where you kind of had to go in with that mindset. We're already down 1. How are we going to get the win knowing that? You know? Again, it's not right and it's not fair, and I wish it was different, but that's just where we are. That's just where we are. The thing with Liverpool this season is that they are controlling games without going gung-ho and they're getting contributions from everyone in the game. It was with Darwin Nunez. Yeah. I agree. I would agree. So yeah, that is how we talked about the games. Let's talk about the league table. So, all right. Starting at the relegation, we have Crystal Palace, Southampton, Wolves. I have to say, I am shocked with how Crystal Palace has fallen apart. Olise got out just in time, maybe, or maybe that's why. I don't really know, but yeah, Crystal Palace is struggling. So they're 18th, Southampton 19th, Wolves 20th. We have Everton and Ipswich right above the line. And Leicester's doing their thing. Okay. You move up the table. We're 12th, so we went up 2 points. I thought we were 10th or 12th. So I was incorrect earlier in the stream. And then mid-table, But here, we're also -2 goal difference, but we don't need to talk about that. We're playing against 12 men when it comes to my team. 2 of the 3 red cards was flat-out stupidity by my players. Trossard at City and Saliba at Bournemouth. I would agree. Anthony Taylor will will referee Arsenal's game against Liverpool on Sunday with Michael Salisbury on VAR. Does that make you nervous? All right. In top 4, we have Liverpool, Man City, Arsenal, and Aston Villa. No talisman, but it could be the run of games for Palace. Maybe, Jay. Liverpool cooking, Man City cooking, Arsenal. I don't know how things get better for them without their key players. It is what it is. And then you have Villa, of course, Brighton, Chelsea 6th, Spurs 7th. So, we're heading into match week 9, with a good little outlook on how things are looking so far. Do you guys hear Dice? What are you doing? What do you think of the games? Look at his ear. What are you doing? Shake? Yeah, what do you think of the games, huh? Oh, my phone's going to fall. You got anything to say? Hi. Shake? Hi. Look at him side-eyeing me. What do you think about United? What do you think? You think they should have won? They did win, though. Tony's going on a rant about Jesus. Why? From today, first time United won and Chelsea loses, this is a new low. Sorry, Jonathan. Hi, baby. Up. Teams that have to improve: Arsenal, Man United, West Ham, Newcastle, Fulham, Ipswich. I'd agree. I would even say, yeah, I guess that's fine. No, I'm a Chelsea fan, but Taylor and Oliver, I can't stand them. Yes, we need a new ref in front. Get up. Come say hi. All right, let's look at the soccer matches coming up. Soccer. Sorry, that's what it says on ESPN, guys. I'm just reading what was there. Okay. Tuesday, we had some Champions League matches. What a fun day of Champions League, am I right? What a fun day. AC Milan cooked. So did Captain America, by the way. Versus Bruges. Monaco beats Belgrade 5-1. Okay. Arsenal 1-0. That game was really boring, in my opinion. Villa beats Bologna 2-0. Okay. Villa has won all of their Champions League matches so far. They're the top of their group as well. Girona won 2-0. What? Camille. goodness. What is wrong? Are you hungry? Do you want some dinner? Is that what you're trying to tell me? Are you hungry? No. What's wrong? All right, and then we had Juventus lost to Stuttgart. Yep. PSG drew to PSV. Real Madrid beats Borussia Dortmund 5-2, which was the craziest game. I was watching it on and off because I was working, but I had it on next to me, and oh my gosh, the whiplash, the emotional whiplash from being down 2-0 at halftime to coming in. It's the 60th minute mark. You're still down 2-0, and then by the end of the match, you're winning 5-2. Crazy. Vinny Jr. scoring 2 goals in the last 5 minutes. Insane. He will definitely be, I mean, we all know this, but that's the Ballon d'Or winner. So, and then Sporting wins 2-1 to Sturm. So fun day of matches for sure. That'd be crazy, UTA. His dancing is cool, yeah. Real Madrid turned the game around thanks to Ballon d'Or winner. Yeah, Rudiger too. And then Lucas Vasquez as well. I'm so happy for him. So, yeah, great. What do you think of the Real Madrid game, huh? It was good. Are you hungry? Dortmund thought they got their revenge. I know. They thought they did from the final last year, but they didn't. Let's go to tomorrow. Tomorrow has some fun. They will find some way to give Ronaldo or Messi. No. People will literally riot if Ronaldo or Messi get the Ballon d'Or. There's no way. There's no way. He just won La Liga and the Champions League. There's no way Vinny Jr. doesn't get the Ballon d'Or. I didn't watch Arsenal. I heard it was boring, though. El Clasico's coming up. Absolutely. Bucharest to Arsenal. All right, let's go here. So, we have Atalanta versus Celtic. Brest, flawless, his favorite team, versus Bayer Leverkusen. Atletico Madrid plays Lille. Barca plays Bayern Munich. Everyone's looking forward to that game. Let me know your predictions in the chat. We got Benfica versus Feyenoord. Man City versus Sparta Prague. Young Boys versus Liverpool, which should be a fun one as well. Was it just a bad day because Madrid won? Salzburg versus Dynamo? Is that how you say that? And then Milan versus Inter Milan versus Young Boys. Or obviously Leipzig. I'm so dumb. I read that wrong, but yeah, those are going to be fun. RB Leipzig versus Liverpool. Man City get I'm sorry, Prince. Man City always get easy times. What do you mean? Everyone's playing at 2 except the first 2 games. Today was a great day. Yeah, Real Madrid came back and won that. So this should be fun. I'm looking forward to these matches as well. Oh, thank you for the heartbeat, Prince. That's really fun. Should be fun. My phone keeps falling. It keeps falling. It's going to take this off for now because we're going to be off stream soon. Bayern wins 2-1. Barca has been rolling in the Liga, and they are at home. 3-2 Barca over Bayern Munich. See, I don't even know if Bayern Munich scores 2. I don't know. Well, I don't know. I look forward to Mourinho. I know. And Fred versus Ten Hag's win. I'm not looking forward to it. I don't have an MLS club, Jonathan, near me. So, what are you doing, Annie? He's being so. What are you doing? What are you doing? Oh, what you doing, boys? Being so cuddly, but I think it's because he's hungry. You want some dinner? Are you hungry? You want some dinner? Yeah? He's like, why haven't you fed me yet? But yeah, should be fun. fun. I'm looking forward to it. Looking forward to the football this week. Europa, Champions League, all of it. Prem. It's going to be great. Did your hometown? Oh, yeah, you didn't say that. So, MLS club is Inter Miami. Debatable. I'm in Mississippi, Jay. Yep, Mississippi. Hi, Monty. How are you? Hi. He said hi. What is your picture? What is that? Oh my gosh, that's so easy. That's crazy work. Hi, Cooper. What? As a Chelsea fan, I look forward to Chelsea versus Newcastle. Is that who you guys are playing on the weekend? What you doing? He's just staring at me. No, we don't have an MLS team. My guy, Lamine Yamal, will cook Davies tomorrow. And if he plays, watch out for Danny Olmo. Also, Jamal Musiala and Michael Elise have been good for Bayern. Yeah, they have. I'm hoping Musiala would come to United because he's best friends with Xerxes, but that will never happen in a million years. So, yeah. A girl can dream, though. You forgot about your fantasy? Don't forget. You got to win that jersey, Prince. Okay, Chelsea hosts Newcastle. Got it. Thank you, Clement. Got it. Awesome. Also, in other sports news, NBA starts today, so that'll be a lot of fun. Flawless over at Sarcasm City is doing watch-alongs on his playback, so you should go and follow that and hang out because a lot of people will be there tonight probably. I'll probably be in the chat a little bit, just hanging out and watching the matches, so it should be fun. But yeah, that's pretty much it for me. I think I'm going to end the stream here. Is it true that Xerxes leaving United? I don't think so, Dina. I don't think so. I saw that this week. I don't think Xerxes leaving now. I think that's fake. I think that's just a talking point because things are boring news-wise when it comes to United. So, yeah. I'll probably raid Flawless. Boston hosts New York right now, followed by Lakers. Yep. Really excited about it. So be sure to follow the playback because we'll be watching the games on there tonight. And trying to think if there's anything else. I don't think so, outside of the usual. But thank you guys for hanging out with me. We're going to raid Flawless. So if you could put Flawless as a fraud in the chat, Sunshine Raid, Flawless as a fraud, or just put Flawless as a fraud, any one of those would greatly appreciate that. Let me add that one here. Where is Flawless? There he is. And yeah, we're going to head out. So we're raiding Flawless. Be sure to put Flawless as a fraud, Sunshine Raid. And I'll see you guys later in the week for more streams. We have a match reaction for Man United versus Fenerbahce on Thursday. So be on the lookout on the channel for that. And yeah, it's going to be great. It's going to be great. Jose Mourinho, we meet again. God bless you guys, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Goodbye.